There is no code requirement within the National Electrical Code that explicitly states you cannot mount anything above a transformer. The claim that the electrical panels cannot be mounted above transformers, or that any object mounted above a transformer must be the same depth or more, is not a general requirement found in the National Electrical Code. Contractors may have varying interpretations, preferences, or experiences that lead them to believe or state such restrictions. However, it's crucial to distinguish between personal practices and code-mandated rules. The National Electrical Code focuses primarily on safety and proper installation methods. It sets minimum standards to protect people and property from electrical hazards. While the NEC doesn't directly forbid mounting items over transformers, several articles and sections within the code could indirectly influence the decision or require specific precautions if such a mounting configuration is chosen. Firstly, consider Article 110.26 Spaces about electrical equipment. This article focuses on providing adequate working space around electrical equipment that is likely to require examination, adjustment, servicing, or maintenance while energized. The intent is to ensure that qualified personnel have sufficient room to safely perform their tasks. If mounting an electrical panel above a transformer obstructs or reduces the required working space in front of the transformer, it could be a violation of Article 110.26. This working space includes minimum depth, width, and height clearances, as specified in tables and notes within the article. Secondly, the depth of the working space, as outlined in Table 110.26a, depends on the voltage to ground of the electrical equipment and the condition of the installation. Condition 1 implies exposed live parts on one side and grounded parts on the other side, or grounded parts on both sides. Condition 2 implies exposed live parts on one side and insulated parts on the other side. Condition 3 implies exposed live parts on both sides. The specific depth requirements vary based on these conditions and the voltage level. For example, for equipment operating at 150 volts to ground or less, a minimum depth of 3 feet is typically required for condition 1. If mounting the electrical panel above the transformer reduces this depth, it would not comply with the code. Thirdly, the width of the working space should be at least 30 inches wide, or the width of the equipment, whichever is greater, and should permit at least a 90-degree opening of equipment doors or hinged panels. If the electrical panel above the transformer restricts access or hinders the opening of transformer doors or panels, it could be considered a violation of Article 110.26. Fourthly, the height of the working space must extend from the grade, floor, or platform to a height of 6.5 feet or the height of the equipment, whichever is greater. Mounting the electrical panel should not infringe on this required headroom. Fifthly, Article 450 pertains specifically to transformers. While it doesn't explicitly prohibit mounting items above transformers, it does include requirements for transformer installations that could indirectly influence the decision. Article 450.13 addresses accessibility. Transformers must be readily accessible to qualified personnel for inspection and maintenance. If mounting an electrical panel above the transformer makes it difficult or unsafe to access the transformer, it could be a violation of this requirement. For example, if the panel obstructs access to the transformer's nameplate, disconnects, or other essential components, it would be problematic. Sixthly, Article 450.11 covers transformer ventilation. Transformers generate heat during operation, and adequate ventilation is essential to prevent overheating and potential failure. If mounting an electrical panel above the transformer restricts airflow around the transformer, it could lead to overheating. The NEC requires transformers to be installed in a manner that allows for proper ventilation and heat dissipation. The manufacturer's instructions typically provide guidance on ventilation requirements. Seventhly, consider local amendments. It is crucial to check with the local authority having jurisdiction, such as the city or county electrical inspector, to determine if there are any local amendments to the National Electrical Code that specifically address mounting items above transformers. Some jurisdictions may have stricter rules or interpretations based on local conditions or past experiences. Eighthly, The NEC emphasizes the importance of following manufacturer's instructions for equipment installation. If the transformer manufacturer specifies clearances or restrictions regarding objects above the transformer, these instructions must be followed. Failure to do so could void the transformer's warranty or compromise its safe operation. Ninthly, the general condition of the installation is paramount. Even if there isn't a specific code rule prohibiting mounting an electrical panel above a transformer, the installation must be done in a neat and workmanlike manner, as required by Article 110.12. This means that the installation should be visually appealing, safe, and not create any hazards. Wires and cables should be properly supported and secured, and the overall installation should demonstrate a high level of craftsmanship. Tenthly, it is also important to consider safety implications beyond code compliance. Even if an installation technically meets the minimum requirements of the NEC, it's essential to assess whether it presents any potential safety hazards. For example, if mounting an electrical panel above a transformer makes it difficult to perform maintenance on either the panel or the transformer, it might be wise to reconsider the configuration. In summary, while the National Electrical Code does not contain a specific rule that prohibits mounting an electrical panel above a transformer, several articles and sections of the code could indirectly affect the decision. Factors such as working space, accessibility, ventilation, manufacturer's instructions, and local amendments must be carefully considered. Ultimately, the goal is to ensure a safe and code-compliant installation that allows for proper maintenance and operation of both the electrical panel and the transformer. When in doubt, consulting with a qualified electrical engineer or inspector is always recommended. They can provide expert guidance based on the specific circumstances of the installation.